Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Commentators Corner after an eventful Canadian Grand Prix. Both Ferraris not finishing, Squeezy making it 6 race wins out of 7, and a fantastic performance from the Williams team. We will be speaking to, I believe, Spike and Marquez's tonight, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they've got in store for us.
Oh, indeed, Kieran. Especially after a nice, good, amazing, eventful race here in Canada, with everything happening across the field, up and down, even bits of dramas as well. And, it is great to hear the response of the drivers to see from their eyes how they felt their race went and how everything all panned out for them. And hopefully, we should hear from a couple of drivers from this Spike and Marquez's.
Absolutely. So the only thing I can do now is invite them to the party so that they can be there. Let's have a look. We have got one more person to invite then, and let's see if they will join us for this one. But it was interesting. Marquez has said something that I won't repeat on the stream what he said. It was to call him something if he didn't win this race, and he didn't win this race. So I wonder, Steph, if that's down to the two-stop strategy. It didn't work today. Obviously, it had a little bit more overtaking, and Squeezy actually starting on the super soft tyres in 5th place. That was probably the best thing that could have happened to him.
Indeed, especially in case where Squeezy had in qualifying, obviously done a good lap on super softs and obviously then to go on ultra soft, only to lose it on the exit off at turn 4. It'll probably maybe be like a blessing in disguise for Squeezy there, probably thinking, okay, start on the super soft and see how it all pans out. But then obviously, Squeezy there gives himself going in momentum and just carried on his normal pace, and obviously Marquez will be thinking his strategy call, thinking was it the right call to go for two-stop, obviously aiding and overtaking. But again, like I said though, anything in Formula 1 generally does happen, and it always does.
Absolutely. Spike joins us in Commentators Corner. Spike, talk us through qualifying to begin with.
Hi guys, you right?
Yeah, not too bad.
Uh, Sorry, go. Qualifying. I don't know, just didn't get it together. Super soft run was okay until the final corner, and just hit the inside curb too hard, and it just flew the front of the car to the second curb. So I lost, I don't know, the 3/4 of a second, I think, on that lap. So I would have been somewhere near Squeezy's lap if I hadn't screwed it up. And then the ultra soft lap, I invalidated it. Before I even started, I think. So, yeah, never mind.
And in your race then, obviously finishing P5, but a lot happened in that race, including a little bit of a battle with Squeezy.
No, that wasn't about. I didn't fight him at all. Just a bit confused which way he was going to go because he kind of followed me down the middle and didn't sort of make it obvious which side he wanted to go. So as soon as he got close, I just let him go through, and then I don't know who was it, Ollie behind me. We just going down the back straight, and I was like, well, I'm not lifting. And then I was going in the pit lane, so I was just hoping he didn't move back over, which he didn't do, which was fine.
And of course, P5 for you, Squeezy taking the race win. Good amount of constructors' points with both Ferraris out. The only McLaren in the race not finishing. Things are looking up at Mercedes.
Yeah, good day for the team, obviously. So I mean, obviously, if I had a better qualifying is my nemesis at the moment. I might have been somewhere near the front because by the time I passed the mobile chicane that is light E on those hypersofts, I lost touch with the cars in front, so I was thrashing to try and catch up with the rest of them, and I had one scary moment with Mr. Marquez's, and I can't remember who the other car was, but Marquez's car was moving around a lot, lagging quite a bit, and it just jumped. He was coming down the inside, which I could see he was coming, so I was going to give him the space, and his car moved straight over into mine, and I was like, well, didn't know what was going on, but luckily I got no damage or anything, so it doesn't matter, so it was all good. And then at the end I was just literally pushing as hard as I could to try and catch White, and then I got a couple of penalties here and there, and then the tyres ran out with about 2 laps to go, so pace advantage ran out about 2 years ago.
And, would you say you're happy with P5 today?
Well, it could have. Well, if I hadn't started around and got so many penalties, it could have been P3 with penalties. But I did quite well to start with. I got to like I don't know 15 or 16 before I got a penalty, and then then they came like buses after that, as it normally is the way. But yeah, that P5's alright. Like I said, I mean, fastest lap of the race, so I had the pace again, just not in the right place in qualifying. So I need to sort that out, obviously.
We have the French Grand Prix next, which can be a strain on the eyes. Do you enjoy the French Grand Prix?
The car park, not really. It's all right, I guess. I prefer Manicourt as a circuit. Obviously, Manicourt's in the middle of nowhere, that's why it's not on the calendar anymore. I got a fortuitous win. I think I can't remember if it was FL or TTL last season, thanks to a safety car restart. So I don't know. We'll see what happens when we get there, and again, try and complete a decent qualifying lap. But that would help.
And where would be a good finishing position for you in France?
Again, as I always say, just battling someone in the front with the guys. That's what's fun. So try and do that.
Perfect. Steph, do you have any questions for Spike?
I got one question for you, Mr. Spike. One question I have is like during like halfway through your stint of so near the end of your stint at your Supersofts, and like obviously you was like watching a bit on the stream when you were battling with the likes of all the Marquezes as well. Looked like your car was just starting to just like obviously in terms of tyres wise just literally dropped off. Were you planning to go into the pits before Squeezy did, or were you just had to wait for an extra lap and you thought that's your best pit stop?
Well, obviously, because I don't talk to Squeezy beforehand, we were obviously both on lap 20, I guess. It didn't matter, I did an extra lap. The tyres were pretty finished anyway, so I didn't really lose any that last lap. Obviously, a bit of battling going on, but not really. It didn't really affect my race too much. Like I said, qualifying was the reason why I was that far back.
There it is, though. You'll still be happy though with P5 though. Again, the Mercedes boys literally on form at the moment. So looking at this rate, you probably seeing yourself getting the season done almost near the end of the season.
Yeah. Like I said, Squeezy's driving well. I just need to find a way of gaining back the. Well, I mean, I did a back-to-back with ABS and not ABS on Canada, and I was 3/10 quicker with ABS on. So I've got to try and find that 3/10 that I'm missing, obviously, to Squeezy.
Still though, it's a great result though for yourself and also for Squeezy and also for Mercedes.
Yeah, mate.
Well, thank you for speaking to us, Spike, and hopefully we will see you on Tuesday in France.
Yeah, as long as I don't catch another stomach bug, I'll be there.
Yeah, it's great to have you back though, and a good finish, especially after you're recovered.
Yes, thank you.
And the next person in the stream is Marquezes. Odems, you said you were going to win this race. You got the pole position. Did the two-stop stab you in the back there?
Oh yeah, totally. Shouldn't have done it, but I wanted to have a bit of fun, which ended up not really being fun. So all in all, full of regrets. But yeah, it was all right.
You seem to have good pace to begin with. Obviously, you later on in the race, you came up behind, I believe it was the battling Ferraris. Then you had to come up against, I believe it was Lambo and Ollie battling through the last chicane. Must have had palpitations throughout the whole race in those battles.
Yeah, those battles lost me a lot of time. I almost got put in the wall by Poe because he just doesn't know how to drive. He was squirming all over the place. And I was in a party with them, and I was just like, guys, please, just don't do this. And they were like, what? We're battling. So, yeah, I had to try and get past them as quick as possible and just to make sure my front wing stayed intact.
And obviously, it's a podium for you, and actually a really good day for Williams. Your teammate finished in 4th place. Good amount of points for Williams.
Did he?
He did, yeah. White finished in 4th place.
What a guy. proud of him. Yeah, decent haul. Not bad.
And obviously, next race, obviously you're not here for, but I believe you're back for Austria. Is that right?
Yeah.
So let's talk about the Austrian Grand Prix then. I'll refrain from saying any sort of puns relating to the Sound of Music. Do you enjoy that track?
Yeah, it's a good track. Track limits are a bit of a mess, but it's a track I'm quick at, so it should be fun. Also, may try the two stop there because I just like trying two stops.
And to sum up this race today, is it a win-loss or a podium gained?
Oh, win loss definitely. If I had just like, it's not like I two stop out of necessity. I just did it because I felt like it. So if I had just stayed on the one stop, I think I definitely would have won. But you know, it happens.
Steph, you have any questions for Odems?
The question I got is probably maybe like a little bit of a repeat, but what cost you Odems to literally go on a two stop? Yeah, you had like the pole position, and like knowing that ahead you could have gone for one stop. What made you trigger for a two stop despite it was like for fun? Was it just a case of trying to see you can go quicker on two stop, or was it just a case of see you can
Yeah,
get through them?
in this game, we're about halfway through the game, and it's been like this since this game in F1 2017, where just every game is a one stop. Every track is everyone's just doing the one stop. So if I can, I'll always try and do the two stop. Uh, just for something different.
Indeed, and also next one is obviously when you did your pit stop in the second stop, and obviously just coming around behind the Ferraris. Would you have thought that you would get out ahead of the guys that are battling, or was it a case of
I,
just
I
like trying
didn't
to get
know they
through
were
quick?
I didn't know they were so close to each other. I thought I'd come up behind them, but I didn't know they were like all bunched up, and that really did not help because everyone just has DRS, and it's a really tight track. So yeah, I was hoping I wouldn't come up behind them all battling, but they were battling.
Indeed, that is the end of my questions. Thank you very much, Adams.
Cheers.
And hopefully see you in Austria, Odems.
Yeah, should do.
Perfect. Well, Steph, we've seen a fantastic Canadian Grand Prix then. I'm already looking forward to the French Grand Prix, be that as it may with the clashing blue and red on the outside of the circuit.
Oh, indeed. Obviously, the Canadian Grand Prix, great send-off as always, and obviously heading back into the heart of the European exploration. Obviously, back into the French Grand Prix at the Circuit of Paul Ricard. Obviously, Circuit of Paul Ricard obviously did race back in its days in Formula One, obviously back in its new layout with many of runaways, I like to call it, but it was always like it's like saying like tripping with the eyeballs.
Absolutely. Well, hopefully you will join us for the French Grand Prix on Tuesday, going live at 7:55 p.m. We've also got, I believe it is Malk in the box tomorrow, making his debut. Debut with the TTTV family. So go over there, show him some love tomorrow for TTFL. And he's in the box on Saturdays for TT Project Cars, the Formula C series heads for another round there of a sprint race and the feature race. And of course on Sunday we've got Cats and Jack in the box for TTL F2. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell to make sure you're notified every single time you go live, and you can also follow the league on Twitter at TTL_F1. You can also follow me whilst you're there at KSMCG F1. Steph, I'll sort of leave you with some final words about the Canadian Grand Prix.
The Canadian Grand Prix, action-packed, amazing drama, all action.
And that is a perfect way to sum it up. Hopefully you will join us again on Tuesday for round number 8 at the French Grand Prix. Until then, I've been Kieran McGinley.
I've been Steph Seymour.
Take care of yourselves, and we will see you next time.
See you soon, guys. Take it easy.